Okay, interior angle. Okay, so we know with interior angle, okay, first thing we do, we take 2 away from the number of sides. 12 take away 2, and then I multiply that by 180. Okay, so I got 10 times 180, which is 1,800. So the interior angles of the 12-sided polygon total 1,800. Okay, take 2 away from the number of sides, and that's how many triangles you could make up. So you got 10 lots of 180. And then to find the size of one of them, I need to divide that number of degrees by 12. So 12 into 18 goes once, 6 left over. 12 into 60 goes 5 exactly, and then 12 into nothing goes nothing. So the answer is 150 degrees. Okay, I got a regular pentagon. So the first thing I'm going to do is to find what these angles here are. So I got 5 sides. So it's 5 sides. I take away 2 and times by 180 to see what all those angles total. So that's 3 times 180. 3 18s are 54, so 380 are 540. And then I got 5 of those angles, they're all equal, so I divide 5 into 540. 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 4 won't go, sorry, 4, 5 into 40 goes 8 times. So each of these angles inside the pentagon is 108. Now in the shape below, I got a 4-sided shape. The angles of a 4-sided shape add up to 360. So the right angle there is 90 degrees. So I need to add these up. 111, 90, and 57. 1 and 7 is 8. 1 and 9, 10, and 5 is 15. 5 don't carry 1. 1 and 1 is 2. And the 4 angles add up to 360. So to find this angle here, I take 258 from 360. And say 2 more to make it 260, so that's 102. So that angle there is 102 degrees. So to find x, I got angles at a point. Angles at the point add up to 360. So I add up 108 and 102. That makes 210. So x will be 360, take away 210, and that gives me 150 degrees. Okay, we've got a regular 8-sided polygon. Right, 2 ways in which I can do this. I can either use the rule that the sum of the exterior angles always adds up to 360 degrees. Doesn't matter how many sides, the outside angles are always total 360. For an 8-sided polygon, I get 8 of those angles, so I divide 360 by 8. Divide that in, 8 into 3 won't go, 8 into 36 goes 4 times, and 4 left over, 8 into 40 goes 5, so C will be 45 degrees. My alternative method, 8 sides, take away 2 times 180, and this will find out the total of all the inside angles, 6 times 180, which is 1080. I've got 8 of those angles, so if I divide 8 into 1080, 8 into 10 goes once, 2 left over, 8 into 28 goes 3 times, 4 left over, 8 into 40 goes 5. So the interior angle is 135. So the exterior, because the interior angle and exterior angle are on a straight line, the exterior angle would be 180. Take away 135, which is 45 degrees. Both methods work there. But this is that's a useful fact to remember. Okay, on the next one, I got the exterior angle. So again, it's 45. So I'm going to use the fact that sum of the exterior angles add up to 360 degrees. So to find the number of sides, I divide 360 by 45. So the number of sides will be 360 shared by 45. Well, 2 45s are 90. Right, which is quarter of a turn, isn't it? 360 is a full turn. So that means that to get to 360, I'm going to have to multiply 45 by 8. Okay, so that's 8 sides. Okay, exterior angle. Again, how many sides? So the number of sides, I divide 360 by the exterior angle, 24. So 24 into 360. 24 into 36 goes once. 12 left over. As we can see, 12 is half of 24. So 24 into 120 will go 5 times. Half of 10 is 5. Okay, so there are 15 sides. Exterior angle is 22.5. How many sides does this have? Well, again, the sum of the angles, sum of the exterior is 360. So I'll go find how many 22.5s there are. So let's make sure I put this down. 360 divided by 22.5. And if we think 22.5 times 2, if I double 22.5, I get 45. And if I double 45, I get 90. And then 4 90s, 90 times 4 is 360. So in effect, I've multiplied 22.5 by 2, then by another 2, and then by 4. So that's 2 times 2 is 4, 4 4s are 60. That's a 16-sided polygon. Right, I tried to find the number of sides. Okay, so number of sides would be 360 divided by 50, and obviously 360 can't be divided by 50 equally. It'll go into 350, it'll go into 400, but it won't go into 360. So that's why 50 degrees cannot be an exterior angle. Okay, so it cannot be an exterior angle because 50 will not divide into 360 exactly. Okay, number 8, we got all the grey ones are regular polygons. So our the triangles we see in are equilateral triangles, and the angles in an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. So I can mark these in as 60. All those angles there are 60 degrees. So the grey ones, and they're all okay. That's a regular pentagon, so all So that those sides are the same, which means that all those sides are the same. So in effect, in the white triangle there, I've got an isosceles triangle. So if I can find this angle here, then I'm able to get at y. So I suppose the next angle I go for is from the regular pentagon. So to find the angles in the pentagon, 5 sides, take 2 away, and times by 180 to find what the sum of the interior angles are. So that's 5 take away 2, that's 380s, which is 540 degrees. And then I need to divide 540 by 5 because there's 5 of those angles. 540 shared by 5. 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 4 won't go, then 540 goes 8 times. So each of these interior angles are 108. So I've just found x. This is x and y. Alright, so x is 108. Now to find y, this angle here, I've got angles at the point there, so the angles, those angles are up to 360. So 60 plus 60 plus 108, so that's 120, 220, that's 228 degrees. Take that away from 360. Alright, that's 32 degrees. So this angle here is 132. So to find y, I take 132 from 180 and share it equally between those two there. So 180 take away 132. That's 48 degrees. So y will be half of 48, which is 24 degrees. Okay, we've got a 10-sided polygon and a regular hexagon. So we first job then we'd find these angles in the hexagon. So for the hexagon then, 6 sides, take away 2, then times it by 180. That's 4 lots of 180. So double 180 is 360, double 360 is 720. And there's 6 of those, so each interior angle is 720 divided by 6. So 6 into 7 goes once, 1 left over. 6 into 12 is twice, 6 into nothing goes nothing. So each angle is 120. Okay, the other polygon is a 10-sided polygon. Is a decagon. So for my decagon, again I take away 2 times by 180. 10 take away 2 is 8. 8 times 180. Well, it's 4 times 180. I've done that already. 480s is 720. So 880s will be double 720. So 720 plus 720. That's then 2 and 2 is 4, 7 so 14, 1440. So each angle is 1440, and there's 10 sides, 10 angles, so that's 144 degrees. So that's 144, 144, all of them are 144. Now to find x is angles at the point. So I add up the 144 and the 120 and then take my answer from 360. So adding those up, that's 264 degrees. So x will be 360, take away 264. I take away 100, I get to 260, so I only need to take away 96. So x is 96 degrees.